Welcome to today's fascinating exploration of ancient mysteries and cosmic connections. Have you ever wondered about the link between Yahweh, the God of the Bible, and the Anunnaki, the ancient beings described in Sumerian texts? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into a thought-provoking topic that merges theology, ancient history, and extraterrestrial possibilities. The Anunnaki are often described as powerful deities in Sumerian mythology. According to ancient texts, these beings descended from the heavens and played a pivotal role in shaping human civilization. Some scholars argue they were not gods in the traditional sense but rather extraterrestrial visitors with advanced technology. The term Anunnaki translates to those who came from the heavens to earth, a concept eerily reminiscent of biblical narratives about divine beings descending from the heavens. Could these ancient texts be pointing to the same story as the Bible but from a different cultural lens? Yahweh, the God of the Bible, is described as the creator of the universe and the ultimate authority over humanity. The Old Testament is filled with stories of Yahweh descending in fire and clouds, interacting directly with humanity. Interestingly, some of these descriptions align with accounts of the Anunnaki's interactions with humans. For instance, Yahweh's dramatic appearances in the Bible, on Mount Sinai or in the Tabernacle, bear similarities to the Sumerian accounts of divine beings arriving in extraordinary displays of power. Could Yahweh and the Anunnaki be different interpretations of the same divine or extraterrestrial force? Both the Bible and Sumerian mythology share striking similarities in their creation stories. In the Bible, Adam is created from the dust of the earth and the breath of God. In Sumerian texts, humans are formed from clay and infused with the essence of the Anunnaki. These parallels raise intriguing questions. Did the authors of the Bible borrow from earlier Sumerian traditions? Or are these stories independent accounts of a shared ancient event? Some researchers suggest that these creation myths may point to an advanced civilization, possibly the Anunnaki, genetically engineering early humans. In the Bible, the Book of Enoch introduces the concept of watchers, angelic beings who descended to earth and interacted with humans. They are often linked to the Nephilim, the giants mentioned in Genesis. Similarly, the Anunnaki are portrayed as celestial beings overseeing humanity. Could the Watchers and the Anunnaki be two sides of the same coin? This connection suggests that ancient cultures worldwide might have been describing the same entities, interpreted through their cultural and religious perspectives. Modern theorists propose that the Anunnaki were part of an advanced extraterrestrial race that visited Earth thousands of years ago. This theory aligns with descriptions of Yahweh and other divine beings using technology far beyond human comprehension at the time. For instance, the Ark of the Covenant is speculated by some to be an advanced technological device, described as having immense power. Could such artifacts and accounts be evidence of ancient contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, interpreted as divine encounters by early humans? These ideas are controversial but offer a fresh lens to view ancient history. Ancient Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki as bringers of advanced knowledge, including agriculture, architecture, and astronomy. Similarly, Yahweh is portrayed in the Bible as providing humans with divine wisdom and instructions, such as the detailed blueprints for building the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle. Could this shared theme of imparting advanced knowledge suggest a common source? And what if these accounts point to a forgotten chapter of history where advanced beings shared their technology with early civilizations? Both biblical and Sumerian accounts speak of massive structures that seem to require advanced engineering knowledge. The Bible describes Solomon's temple, built to divine specifications, while the Sumerians are credited with creating ziggurats, massive temple structures believed to connect heaven and earth. Furthermore, some theorists suggest that the Anunnaki were involved in constructing the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Could these awe-inspiring structures be evidence of ancient guidance from Yahweh or the Anunnaki? Yahweh is often associated with the heavens, described as dwelling in the skies or appearing in the clouds. The Anunnaki are similarly linked to celestial origins, often referred to as those who came from the stars. Ancient cultures worldwide, from the Egyptians to the Mayans, also revered the heavens as a source of divine power. Could these shared celestial connections suggest that the heavens were a literal reference to extraterrestrial origins rather than a metaphorical idea? In the Bible, the Nephilim are described as the offspring of the sons of God and human women. In Sumerian mythology, the Anunnaki are said to have mingled with humanity, potentially creating hybrid beings. These similarities raise questions about whether both stories are describing the same event from different cultural perspectives. If the Nephilim were real, could they represent a genetic experiment or the result of interaction between humans and advanced beings like the Anunnaki? Both the Bible and Sumerian texts describe a great flood sent by divine beings to cleanse the earth. In the Bible, Yahweh commands Noah to build an ark, while in the Epic of Gilgamesh, the gods instruct Utnapishtim to do the same. These parallel flood accounts suggest a shared memory of a catastrophic event. Did the Anunnaki and Yahweh have similar motivations for preserving humanity? Or are these stories evidence of a singular, ancient truth? Yahweh is often depicted as a protective figure, guiding and defending the Israelites throughout their journey. Similarly, some interpretations of the Anunnaki suggest they acted as protectors of humanity, teaching and guiding early civilizations. Could these narratives be reflecting the same role, interpreted differently based on cultural and religious contexts? In Sumerian mythology, the Anunnaki are part of a complex hierarchy of gods, with figures like Enki and Enlil playing prominent roles. Similarly, the Bible describes a divine hierarchy, with Yahweh as the supreme being and angels or archangels carrying out specific duties. Are these hierarchies indicative of structured celestial civilizations? Sumerian cuneiform tablets and the Bible both serve as records of divine-human interactions. These texts offer strikingly similar narratives of creation, guidance, and punishment. Could their similarities point to a shared origin, or were the Sumerian stories an inspiration for later biblical accounts? The Tower of Babel in the Bible is described as an ambitious human attempt to reach the heavens. This story closely parallels the Sumerian ziggurats, which were designed as stairways to the gods. Could the Tower of Babel narrative be a reinterpretation of ancient interactions with the Anunnaki? Some theories suggest the Anunnaki were genetic engineers who manipulated human DNA to create a labor force. This idea aligns with the biblical concept of Yahweh forming Adam and Eve. Could this genetic engineering theory explain humanity's sudden leap in intelligence and civilization? Yahweh is known for giving the Ten Commandments, a moral code for humanity. In contrast, the Anunnaki are credited with providing practical guidance for survival. Could these differences reflect evolving human needs, transitioning from survival to moral development? Many ancient structures, including Sumerian ziggurats and biblical temples, are aligned with celestial bodies. This precision suggests advanced astronomical knowledge. Could this knowledge have been imparted by Yahweh or the Anunnaki as part of their guidance? The Book of Enoch describes celestial beings teaching forbidden knowledge to humanity. This closely resembles the Anunnaki's role in sharing advanced technology and wisdom. Are these accounts describing the same beings, portrayed differently in different cultures? Biblical prophets often received visions or guidance from Yahweh through dreams or celestial phenomena. Similarly, the Anunnaki are described as messengers who communicated divine will. Could these shared themes point to a universal experience of contact with advanced beings? Theories connecting Yahweh and the Anunnaki challenge traditional narratives and invite us to reconsider humanity's origins. Whether viewed as divine beings, extraterrestrials, or metaphors for human ingenuity, these stories remind us of the mysteries that still surround our past. Yahweh's covenant with the Israelites is central to the Bible, symbolizing a divine promise to guide and protect them. In Sumerian accounts, the Anunnaki also made agreements with humans, offering knowledge and assistance in exchange for loyalty and labor. These parallels raise the question, were these covenants a reflection of similar relationships between humans and higher beings, interpreted differently over time? In biblical narratives, angels serve Yahweh as messengers, protectors, and guides. In Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki had lesser deities or helpers who carried out specific tasks on earth. Could these divine assistants in both traditions be describing the same entities, functioning as intermediaries between higher beings and humanity? Many of Yahweh's appearances in the Bible involve fire, smoke, and loud sounds, such as on Mount Sinai or in the pillar of fire that guided the Israelites. Similarly, the Anunnaki's descent from the heavens is described with awe-inspiring displays of power. Could these descriptions hint at advanced technology misunderstood as divine manifestations? The Bible describes the Garden of Eden as a paradise where humans were placed to live and thrive. Sumerian texts also speak of a similar divine location where humans coexisted with the gods. Were these gardens symbolic of controlled environments where humans and advanced beings interacted closely? Yahweh is often depicted as a just but firm authority figure, delivering judgment on humanity's actions. The Anunnaki, too, are described as rulers who made decisions about the fate of humans, including catastrophic events like the Great Flood. Are these depictions reflecting similar roles of cosmic authority figures? Both the Bible and Sumerian texts emphasize the significance of numbers. In the Bible, the number 7 recurs frequently, from the days of creation to the Jubilee cycle. Similarly, the Sumerians revered numbers like 12 and 60, which formed the basis of their mathematical systems. Could this shared reverence for numbers point to a deeper, shared knowledge imparted by advanced beings? Sumerian ziggurats and biblical temples were not just places of worship but also centers of learning and governance. Some researchers suggest these structures were designed to facilitate communication with higher beings. Were Yahweh and the Anunnaki guiding humanity in creating spaces for divine-human interaction? In both traditions, dreams serve as a medium for divine messages. Biblical figures like Joseph and Daniel received visions through dreams, while Sumerian kings were guided by the Anunnaki in similar ways. Are these dream accounts evidence of advanced beings using subconscious communication to guide humanity? Sumerian texts credit the Anunnaki with teaching humans about healing and medicine. Similarly, the Bible describes miraculous healings performed by Yahweh or through divine instruction. Could these stories be reflecting early instances of advanced medical knowledge passed down to humans? The Anunnaki are said to have established the concept of kingship to maintain order among humans. Similarly, Yahweh anoints kings like Saul and David to lead his people. Were these divine endorsements a way for advanced beings to ensure humanity followed their guidance? Both Yahweh and the Anunnaki emphasize the importance of laws to maintain societal order. Yahweh provided the 10 Commandments, while the Anunnaki are believed to have influenced the Code of Hammurabi. Are these legal systems evidence of higher beings shaping human civilization? Many ancient traditions, including the Bible, speak of a divine return. Yahweh's ultimate plan involves the Messiah's return, while some interpretations of Sumerian texts suggest the Anunnaki will one day return to Earth. Are these prophecies rooted in the same ancient belief of divine or extraterrestrial beings revisiting humanity? The Bible describes Yahweh's wrath in stories like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Similarly, the Anunnaki are said to have punished humanity when displeased. Could these tales reflect instances where advanced beings used their power to enforce their will on humanity? The Anunnaki are often credited with teaching ancient civilizations about astronomy, as seen in the advanced star maps of the Sumerians. The Bible, too, frequently references celestial phenomena as signs of divine will. Could this shared focus on the stars point to a common source of advanced astronomical knowledge? Sacrifice plays a significant role in both the Bible and Sumerian traditions. Yahweh demanded sacrifices as acts of devotion, while the Anunnaki required offerings as part of their relationship with humanity. Were these practices rooted in a similar concept of maintaining harmony between humans and higher beings? Both Yahweh and the Anunnaki are described as beings who came from the heavens. This consistent imagery across different cultures could be a metaphor for divine origins, or it might suggest a literal extraterrestrial connection. Were these beings truly from the stars? Yahweh often intervenes in battles, granting victory to his chosen people. Similarly, the Anunnaki are said to have influenced wars among ancient civilizations. Could these accounts of divine intervention reflect advanced beings using their power to sway the outcomes of human conflicts? Priests served as intermediaries between humans and divine beings in both traditions. Biblical priests communicated Yahweh's will, while Sumerian priests served the Anunnaki in their temples. Were these roles established by higher beings to ensure effective communication with humanity? Yahweh gave specific instructions for agricultural practices, such as leaving fields fallow during the Sabbath year. Similarly, the Anunnaki are credited with teaching humans the principles of farming. Could these accounts represent ancient beings imparting practical knowledge for survival? Even today, the stories of Yahweh and the Anunnaki continue to captivate and inspire. Whether viewed as literal truth, metaphorical wisdom, or extraterrestrial encounters, these narratives remind us of humanity's enduring quest to understand our origins and purpose. Yahweh is often portrayed as a moral teacher, guiding humanity through commandments and laws that emphasize justice, kindness, and devotion. Similarly, the Anunnaki are said to have taught humanity important societal rules to maintain harmony. Could these roles of teacher and lawgiver point to a shared origin of moral frameworks shaped by advanced beings? In the Bible, Yahweh is credited with creating language, notably in the story of the Tower of Babel. The Sumerians, under the guidance of the Anunnaki, are credited with developing one of the first writing systems, cuneiform. Could these stories reflect an effort by advanced beings to provide humanity with tools for communication and record-keeping? Sacred geometry is evident in both biblical structures like the tabernacle and the Sumerian ziggurats. These precise mathematical designs suggest an advanced understanding of geometry and engineering. Could Yahweh and the Anunnaki have been responsible for imparting this knowledge to early civilizations? Both Yahweh and the Anunnaki are described as reacting strongly to human arrogance. Yahweh punishes the builders of the Tower of Babel, while the Anunnaki flood the earth due to humanity's disobedience. Were these events a way for higher beings to remind humans of their place in the cosmic order? Yahweh promises eternal life to the faithful in the Bible, while Sumerian texts often mention the Anunnaki possessing the secret of immortality. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the search for eternal life plays a central role. Were these stories symbolic, or could they hint at advanced knowledge about extending life? Fire plays a significant role in both traditions. Yahweh appears as a burning bush to Moses and uses fire to signify his presence. Similarly, the Anunnaki are often associated with fire, representing divine power. Could fire be a symbol for transformative technology or energy unknown to early humans? The Sumerians credited the Anunnaki with teaching them about calendars and timekeeping, creating a sophisticated lunar and solar system. In the Bible, Yahweh establishes sacred times, such as the Sabbath and Jubilee years. Could these divine timekeeping systems have a common origin? Descriptions of Yahweh's power, such as parting the Red Sea or causing manna to fall from the sky, parallel the Anunnaki's ability to manipulate the environment. Were these miraculous events examples of advanced energy manipulation technology? Ancient cultures, including the Sumerians and Hebrews, often aligned their sacred sites with constellations. The Bible references stars as signs from God, while the Anunnaki are linked to specific celestial patterns. Could these alignments point to the origins of these beings in the stars? Yahweh is portrayed as the ultimate judge, ensuring justice is served. Similarly, the Anunnaki are described as arbitrators of balance and order. Were these roles designed to maintain harmony and fairness in early human societies under the guidance of advanced beings? Both traditions emphasize rituals to maintain a connection with divine beings. The Bible describes detailed rituals for offerings and festivals, while Sumerian texts highlight rituals for honoring the Anunnaki. Could these shared practices reflect ancient instructions for maintaining harmony with higher powers? The prophets in the Bible, such as Isaiah and Ezekiel, were chosen to convey Yahweh's message. Similarly, the Sumerians recorded messages from the Anunnaki through their priests and scribes. Are these prophets and intermediaries evidence of a communication system established by advanced beings? Mountains play a key role in both traditions. Yahweh is often encountered on mountains, such as Mount Sinai, while the Anunnaki are associated with mountain-like ziggurats. Could mountains have been chosen as sacred places because of their proximity to the heavens or for other strategic reasons?
Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blessovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blessovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.